Hi everybody. Okay, so if you follow our channel at all, you know that normally our channel is about our bus build, our schoolie that we're building. But this week we're doing something just a little bit different. This week we plan to go to Los Algodones, Mexico, for dental tourism. We're going to go down there and get our teeth fixed. We've heard lots of good things about it. The prices are about half of what they are here, and so seemed like it was worth it. Scott's got some extensive dental work he's got to get done that would have cost us over like $20,000 right here, and it's going to cost us $10,000 to $12,000 there. So it's definitely worth the trip, we think. We'll let you know by the end of the week.
Yeah. The beginning of a good thing or the beginning of a nightmare.
That's right. And today it hasn't turned out so super great. But I mean, to be fair, we cannot blame Los Algodones or the dental industry for the problems that we're having right now.
Hurricane Hillary.
Yep.
We get all the way to the airport and pulling into park and canceled. Not like they didn't know the hurricane was there 8 hours ago. But nonetheless, we're on another flight for midnight tonight.
Well, we land at like 11:33 tonight, so that means we can't cross the border.
Right.
Right. What else does that mean?
It means that our shuttle bus won't pick us up. But we're going anyway. It's an adventure. I mean, You can sleep in the airport. They got Uber. Maybe. We got donkeys. We can ride donkeys.
There you go.
There you go.
See, originally we were going to have this. I mean, we had it so planned out. We were going to end up there about noon today. The dental office, we're using Sandy Dental. They were sending a shuttle to come pick us up from the airport. Going to take us straight to our hotel in Mexico, La Hacienda. And we were going to have the evening to kind of regroup and then end up at the dentist's office tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's not how that's happening now. Now we have to punt.
Quick kick on third down.
So we are going to go ahead and fly there, providing our next flight doesn't get canceled too, and hope that we can find a hotel on the Yuma, Arizona side of the border, because you cannot cross the border after 10 p.m. And then we'll just try to get up in the morning and cross over into Mexico.
Well, maybe we should sneak across the border that direction. What'd be wrong with that?
You think the Trump wall works both ways?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They say that's the fun side of the Trump
They do say that. So we'll keep you along for the ride. We'll let you know however this goes, whether it's the good, the bad, or the ugly, but we'll let you know. Well, we spent the day laying around in bed and furiously watching Hurricane Hillary? And now we're at the parking at DFW looking for a bus that'll take us to the terminals, but we're not having much luck. We're supposed to board at 10:10. Hopefully we'll get to. Wish us luck. All right, we've made it to the border and we're about to cross over. I'm not going to be able to film the actual crossing, but here's what the border looks like. And there's our Uber driver. Okay, so we finally made it to the room. This is what our room looks like. It's humble, but it's clean and comfortable. And the air conditioning works. And we have a fridge to put snacks and waters in. So, all good. Here's the little courtyard at the La Hacienda where we're staying. Well, good morning. It's day 2 in Mexico, and thought I'd give you a little update. Yesterday I was hurting pretty bad, aching, but I took some anti-inflammatory, and through the night I feel okay. I mean, I feel a little bruised, but it doesn't ache anymore. Maybe still a little bit swollen, I don't know. And Scott says he feels pretty good. He says he feels pretty fine. So that's good. We're getting ready to go for our second appointment. He's got to be there at 9:40. I have to be there at 10. So we're getting ready. I would say the shower situation wasn't horrible. Very hard to get the water regulated, and certainly the water pressure regulated, but you know, it is another country, so you just kind of roll with the punches. Bottom line is I'm clean, so that's good. The people here have been very nice, very accommodating. Anything you need, they're try to get for you, so that's a good thing. The bed, it's probably not the best bed I've ever slept on, for sure. But I was so stinking tired that it didn't matter. I slept just fine. I would suggest to anyone coming over here that maybe they, well, and we tried to do it, it's just the hurricane stopped us. Get here a full day before so you can kind of acclimate yourself, go to the store and get a few bottles of water to have in your room, that sort of thing, and just kind of adjust to being in another country before you go and sit in a dental chair for hours and have teeth ripped out and all that. And because I mean, we came in, we'd been sleep deprived. We had maybe gotten 4 hours of sleep after a very stressful day on Sunday, and then walked straight in and started some really tough dental work. And so we were tired and we were hurting, and yesterday afternoon was just not happy. But it's happier now. We both feel better with a little rest, feel a little rejuvenated. The worst of the pain is gone now. And so we're excited to see how things end up. So this is the main office of Sunny Dental. And you can tell it's very clean, very professional. The people are friendly. And you can kind of see in the hall, so this is where you go for the cashier. Here's Scott waiting on his appointment. And these are all the rooms that you go into for your appointments. It's really very nice. They even have Wi-Fi for you. Alright guys, I thought I'd show you just a little bit of what the town looks like. It's your typical little Mexican town. Everything is close by and you can walk pretty much everywhere. I'm gonna go try to walk to the market and get some snacks. One nice thing about this town is that on the corners they have maps for you in case you're a little lost and need to find your way again. You do usually have to deal with a lot of barkers on the streets, but I haven't encountered any today. We'll see. So for those of you who haven't seen it yet, there's Trump's wall. You know, we might not have as much trouble with border crossings if they would just shut the gate. So this is my doctor, Dr. Mendoza.
Yes.
He took good care of me.
I'm waiting for you again.
Okay, and he was very kind and patient and very professional. So, good job.
Thank you.
Well, any words of wisdom?
Do not stay any longer than you have to get your dental work done, because there is nothing to do in this town but eat burritos and go to the dentist.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha, ta ta ta. Oh, that's just a cricket. Dang it. We'll call it la cucaracha, la cucaracha, la 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 la.
So you can see that the only people out walking tonight are us and this sweet little puppy dog.
His name's Fred.
Scott has named him Fred.
He's a good dog.
Everything closes here at 5, maybe 4:30. There's the drugstore we went to, Phoenix Drugstore. They took care of us. Even brought us cold waters just for free. Yeah, you can get hearing aids, eyeglasses, dental work, all that. Good prices.
Great.
Get you some Mexican food, or as it's known in this area, food. And that's it.
That's good.
Yeah, there's,
The people have been awesome so far.
yeah.
Taking you up, it's just been, you wouldn't get this treatment in the States.
No, like even if you are looking for a place of business that is not their place of business, they will escort you personally, walk you all the way up to the other place of business to make sure you get there. Now, they will also try to steal your business as they walk you, but they will continue walking you and take you to the other place of business. But during the day, these shelves are filled with people's pottery and Indian blankets and tin carvings, and you'll see things down the alleys for sale. But it is closed up by 5. Gone. Closed up. Down here, I don't know if you can see that in the background. There's our Sandy Dental sign. That's where we've spent a lot of our time and money. Let me see. Oh, you look so good. I love it. Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As our time here in Los Algodones, Mexico draws to an end, we thought we might go over some of the questions that our friends and family have asked us when we started talking about participating in dental tourism, to see if we can help answer some of those questions. First question is, why did we choose the dentist that we choose? Why did we choose Sandy Dental?
It was a combination of things, but it started just through internet research, like we all do. You can believe, say, 50% of them. But Sandy did offer I would say, a place where there were many, many professionals that were experts in their particular field.
Yeah.
All under one roof. They have their own in-house laboratory, so we're not dealing with a third party there. I had one of mine crowns. I liked it fine. The dentist did not like it, and he had the lab come over, and within 40 minutes, I had a replacement for that crown.
Yeah. So that's pretty big. You would not have gotten that if the lab had been elsewhere.
Right.
It would have been a couple of days.
yes, it would have been.
Yeah, and just we liked the fact that all the specialists were right there. Like Scott said, when I was getting my crown put in, and they had to drill out the cavity, and the dentist, Dr. Mendoza, that was working with me, was afraid that maybe it was so deep that I needed a root canal. So he called in a specialist on root canals just to double check his work, and it turns out they didn't feel like I did need one, so that was good. But I appreciated that they had someone there that he could call for a second opinion right there in house. So
Right.
that was good.
Another thing, I mean, we've traveled to Mexico and border towns several times. However, this being, dental treatment, and with me getting root canals and different surgeries, I like the fact that Sandy was a one-call person. I had a concierge that hooked me up with the hotel, the shuttle from Yuma to my hotel, from my hotel to the dentist. And while, like I say, we have been to several, I don't feel unsafe, but I was unsure. I wanted to make sure that all my ducks were in a row before I ever left. I didn't want to get here and then not have the specialist for the root canal.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So they just kind of wrapped it up nice and neat.
Yeah, they were very user friendly. I'll say that, and speak very, very good English, very clear. And if you have any questions, you can call them. Several times before we ever got here, we called with all kinds of questions, from what we would be doing dental wise to now, what about our hotel, what about our shuttle. They handled it all for us. Another question we got asked a lot is, why didn't you just stay in Yuma and drive back and forth? Because Yuma is only about 20 minutes away.
Well, first thing was you only have to cross the border once. We felt comfortable spending the night here. We've done it too many times in Mexico.
Yeah.
So I mean, really convenience. If you're afraid to spend the night here, don't let them come cut your jaws open.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, if you're that nervous about it,
Then you probably
pay
don't
triple.
do that.
Pay
Yeah.
triple.
Yeah.
We're building a bus, guys. Lithium is expensive.
We're all about economy.
Yeah.
But no, we stayed here because also it was a lot less expensive. You cross that border one time, it's a pain to get back across from Mexico into America if you've never done it. Getting over to Mexico, piece of cake. You walk right over. But getting back is a little bit more of a process. So we didn't want to do that every day while our teeth were hurting. But it's also just a lot cheaper to stay here. We stayed in a pretty much trash hole Ramada the night before over in Yuma because thank you to the hurricane, we flew in really late, so we couldn't make it across the border. The border closes at 10. So we stayed at a cheap little hotel in Yuma, and it was like $80.
Something which
like
is
that.
cheap.
Super cheap, yeah, super cheap as American hotels go, and that's, you get what you pay for. But then over in Mexico, a comparable room is $60.
And we got it all back.
Yeah. Because at least with the dentist we use, Sandy Dental, depending upon how much you're spending, they will reimburse you for your room. You pay for it up front, and then after you've done all your dental work, they'll reimburse you and cut you a check. They did us.
Mm-hmm.
So another question is why even go to Mexico at all?
Money.
Dinero.
Yeah. And a lot of money.
Yeah, it's easily half, right?
Easily half.
Easily half. Yeah, it just, like, I'll use mine because
It's easier.
I had a lot less done than Scott had, but I had a crown put in, cubic zirconia crown. I had a filling done, got my teeth cleaned, and I had a mouth guard built for my TMJ. And all of that cost $700. In the States, I was told that my crown, and this is a porcelain crown in the States, which is cheaper than cubic zirconia for those of you who don't know, was going to cost me $1,500 just for that. So yeah, easily half or less. That's why we chose it. Another question we get is, did you feel safe while you were here?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
If you've traveled to Cancun, Cozumel, any of the resort places, it's safer than that. We're not. The only thing, Molar City, that's the name of it. If you Google, this is what you'll come up with. This is it. There's no towns around it, so you don't have drugs, and you don't have. They even leave the fence to. They
left the gate open.
Wide open. The whole time we've been here, I don't know if that's for us to get back out. I don't get it, but extremely safe.
In fact, it's so safe here, in my opinion, that you better bring stuff to do, because like this town closes at about 4:30 in the afternoon. There is nothing going on. There's no restaurants open. There's no, dental shops and eyeglass shops are the only things here, and they're all closed by about 4:30. So you're going to go to your hotel, and you're going to eat at the restaurant at your hotel, and you're going to, if your hotel has a pool, ours did, you're going to hang out at the pool, and that's it. You're going to watch Mexican TV.
And one thing I will say about this hotel, and I'm sure the other ones are the same, is since it is a dental town, they cater to people. I had to have soft foods, and they catered, several items, even labeled as soft. So you know, you're not going to get here and try and figure out how to mash your own potatoes up. And, you know, they grind the oatmeal before they ever cook it for you. It's those little small steps like that because they know why everybody's here.
Even their menu says in parenthesis besides certain things, soft. So you know, oh, okay, so that would be safe if I've just had dental work. They're really used to that. And we were visiting with a guy at breakfast this morning that they'd taken all his fruit cup and pureed it for him, so he was just kind of eating it like applesauce. And they're very accommodating in that way because dental tourism is their moneymaker at this town. It is their only moneymaker, and they want to keep you happy, so that's a good thing. I've also had people say, well, how do you know what hotel to choose in a foreign country? How do you know what you're getting? I will say that there's only about 3 hotels in the whole town, so you know, chances of getting one.
We actually chose this one going through Sandy. That was my catch of a one-stop shop. You know, I had my concierge, and this was part of it, and I got my money back. You know, reimbursed for all the rooms. But I mean, it's like you go anywhere. You don't know. You got pretty pictures online, but it's like any other tourist town. Yeah, it just is.
It's just good luck.
Look for a pool if that's what you want.
Yeah,
you know, it's far enough away from the Mercado area that you don't hear them trying to sell you blankets and sombreros, and which that's kind of fun to walk through there anyway.
I have showed you in this video some of the pictures of our room. It's humble, it's clean, it's adequate. That's that's about all you can hope for in any of the hotels here.
Right.
Humble, clean, and adequate. But you know, I feel like they've done a really great job of taking care of us here.
Oh yeah, they have
very,
room
very
service.
Friendly.
They'll deliver your food and good as any place.
And we've met people from all over the country and from other countries even here while we've stayed here. Everybody, I mean, all of the people that live here speak English and speak English well, but there are just as many native English speakers here as there are native Spanish speakers here. We've met people from Iowa, Idaho, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, California. We even met some people from Canada, Romania, visited with a guy from Romania. So people come from all over. I guess this is just the first we've heard of this. Right. And I don't know, guys. I mean, make your own decision. You want to do your research, look for videos like this one that are of people who actually went. You know, make sure who put the video out. If a dentist put it out, of course it's going to be yay, you know. But and sure, watch those too. But look for those videos from patients, right. And where you get honest reviews, and that's what we've tried to do here, is give you some honest reviews, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But it is
a boring town. Don't come here thinking mariachi bands and margaritas. Not happening.
No.
Unless you have Rosetta Stone and can understand The Simpsons in Spanish. Please bring games, bring books, bring something, because of course there's a lot of waiting time between your procedures.
Right.
Rooms are nice, air conditioned. You know, they got a pool. But that gets old after 4 days.
Yeah, it really, really does. So I would say, if you can bring somebody with you, so you've got somebody to visit with, do that. If not, make friends fast, because there's a lot of people here that are bored.
My little social butterfly can tell you everybody's
name. Oh, Dave and Debbie that we met. Yeah. In fact, last night I was just walking through the courtyard and some gentleman said, "Would you please sit down and visit with me? I'm just so bored." He had traveled here by himself, and so you can just visit with random strangers like I did. But yeah, it's a pretty low-key town. It is not a vacation destination
At all.
I will tell you that. Yes, they do have margaritas. Yes, they do have all that. But you're probably going to be on pain meds and can't take it anyway. So, I mean, but make your own decisions.
We would come back.
Absolutely,
Without
we
a
would come
doubt.
back. In fact, we are coming back in 6 months to get the rest of his work done. But it was so great to see his smile when he got that work done, and he'd been fighting with some really serious dental issues for a long time, and it was good to see him put a real smile on. Ching!
Ching.
And so you guys give us leave comments if you have questions. If we didn't answer any of your questions, we'll be glad to answer them for you. But we'll be back here in 6 months. We'll see how it goes then. Until then, keep it old school.